Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? On today's episode, we are going to be talking on how to deal with failure. How to deal with our mistakes. We make mistakes in life, but sometimes we forget to learn from them. We forget to forgive ourselves and move on. So that is what we are going to be talking about today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how you're doing today. Let me check if the sounds are working. Good morning, good morning. Let me check if the sounds are working. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Good morning. On today's episode, we are going to be talking on how to deal with failure, how to deal with mistakes. That's what we are going to be talking about today. How are you today? If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. How are you today? Hello, Ronaldo Orlando. Hello, how are you today? Happy New Week. Happy Monday. How are you today? Ronaldo Orlando, how are you? How are you today? Hope you're doing well. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and on this channel we talk about relationships and we talk about the realities of life, you know, the real issues. Like today we're going to be talking about how to deal with failure. I do love fashion, so I've got lots of videos on fashion. Oh, yes, Ronaldo, I know. Yesterday we did not win. Yes, we didn't win, but so proud of my boys, proud of Gareth Southgate, proud of Southgate, proud of the boys. We did not win, but we did a great job. Yes, we didn't win. We did a great job. So now we have to learn from our mistakes and then we move on. We did a great job. The boys did a great job. They did an amazing job. You know, Spain, OMG, you know. But it was good. It was good. It was a good football match. You know, it was a good football match. I enjoyed it. You know, I was on my feet all through. Yes, we did well. Yes, England did well. So proud of Southgate and his boys. They did an amazing job. I was on my feet all through. I was like yeah, but you know what? It's okay. And this is how things happen this way, isn't it? Yeah. You know, those two guys from Spain, Lamin and the other guy, they were good. Spain was, you know, sometimes you just have to applaud we did well, we did our best, but come on, Spain won. So yeah, we have to move on. We have to learn from our mistakes. We did a great job. England did a great job. England, Gareth Southgate and his boys did a great job. England did a great job. But come on, we have to applaud the winner and then move on. So that is how life is. How are you today? How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today and where are you watching from? On today's episode, we are going to be talking on how to deal with failure. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. And how do we deal with it? When we make mistakes, when we fail, how do you deal with it? Do you stay there and cry? Or do you just get up and go, you know what? I have to learn from my mistakes and move on. The most important thing, or one of the best gifts you can give to yourself, is to forgive yourself every time you make a mistake. Every time you make a mistake or every time you fail, you just have to go, it's happened, and always remember that, there are better chances ahead. Sometimes you might not win, you might fail, and you might think, oh my goodness, it's never the end. It's never the end, and there's always a reason for you not making it. So what we have to do is learn from our mistakes and move on. Learn from our mistakes and carry on in life. Don't stay there and keep complaining. It will never help. Don't keep talking about learn from your mistakes and move on. Don't keep talking about it. Don't keep on talking about your mistakes, and you just have to be positive. Be positive and move on. Failure is just an opening door to better opportunities. When you fail at something, it doesn't make you a failure anyway. Failing at something doesn't make you a failure. We should learn from our mistakes. We should learn from situations when we did not get things right and move on in life. We just have to stay positive and move on in life. Move on, carry on going, and you are going to get things better at some point. You're going to be better, learn from your mistake, and carry on going. When dealing with failure, or when you do something and it doesn't work, what we should do is we have to be positive. Because if you're not positive, you will just keep going down. You have to be positive. You have to know, okay, yeah, I didn't get it this time. I didn't do well this time. What did I not do? You have to ask yourself these questions. What did I not do well? How can I get things better? Okay. For example, if you're doing your driving test and you don't get it the first time. Most people don't get their driving test the first time. When you don't get it right the first time, what do? You have to sit down and ask yourself, what did I not do well? What did I not do right? Why did I fail? How can I get better? We have to ask ourselves these questions, because sometimes when something goes wrong, we just go, no, I can't try again. I'm a failure. I'm not good at it. No. You have to try again. You have to keep trying until you get it right. And sometimes we think of what people will think. Oh, people will think I'm a failure because I did not get it right. No, that is giving your power away. When you start thinking of what people will say or what people will think, that is you giving your power away. So don't complain when you get things wrong. Do not complain. Don't complain. Don't complain. If you keep complaining, it will only make you feel bad about the whole thing. What you should do is think of ways of making things better, and you have to stay positive. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Happy new week. Happy Monday. How are you today? Let us know where you're watching from. And if today's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and on this channel we talk on relationships. Hello, Mara. How are you, Mara? On this channel we talk on relationships, we talk on life issues. Like today, we're just talking about failure, how to deal with failure. It's a Monday morning. We are here, we are happy, we have to carry on going. Yeah. We cannot afford to give up at this time. you know, we have to pick ourselves up and carry on going. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new start. Just press the restart button, no matter what happens last week, like as in yesterday. Let's just move on, learn from your mistakes. Let's learn from our mistakes and move on. You know, we should look for solutions. If you make a mistake, look for solutions instead of complaining, because what we do is we complain. When we make mistakes, we complain instead of looking for solutions. What we do is we complain. Remember, there's always a new start. Tomorrow it's a brand new day, you know, and it's okay. Sometimes when you make a mistake, what we should do is we should share our doubts, you know, share with one person. Oh yes, you can ask question. Hello, Regina, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're all doing well. Where are you watching from? Kindly let us know where you're watching from today. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking on how to deal with failure. If this is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah. I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking on how to deal with failure. How do you deal with failure? How do you deal with a situation? You know, oh, hello, Regina from South Africa. How are you today? And if you're joining me for the first time, let me know where you're watching from, you know, and tell me, how do you deal with failure? How do you deal with failure? How do you deal with mistakes? Let's call it mistakes. How do you deal with mistakes? When you make mistakes, how do you deal with them? How do you deal with, do you give up when you do not get something right, especially the first time? What do you do? Do you put your hands up and go, I can't anymore, or do you try again? How do you deal with not getting things right the first time, with mistakes? You don't like it. Okay, yes. When you make mistakes, yes, it's very good to tell that if you don't like it, what do? Do you change? You know, do you learn from your mistakes and change, or do you go, no, that is it, I'm not gonna try again? I think it's better when you learn from your mistakes and change. You know, we all can learn, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail and to fall, but what is not okay is when we do not try again, and when we think that failing at something makes us a failure. Failing at anything does not make you a failure. Failing at something doesn't make you a failure. It doesn't make you a failure, you know. Sometimes things happen for your own good, you know. Okay. Yeah, okay, Regina. Talk to you later and see you later. You know, when something happens, like when you do something and it doesn't go right, that doesn't make you a failure. It does not make you a failure. We have to learn from our mistakes and move on in life. You know, you have to keep going. Your failures don't define you. If you don't do something right, that doesn't define you. You just make mistakes and then you learn from them and you carry on moving. It's very important that you carry on moving. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy new week. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. How are you today? On today's episode, we are talking on how to deal with failure. How do you deal with failure? How do you deal with mistakes? Remember that not getting something right or making a mistake does not define you. Your failures do not define you. Your mistakes, you're not defined by the mistakes you make. When things don't work out, there's always a reason why things do not work out. Sometimes certain things might not work out for you, and you will end up you might think, oh no, I'm not good enough, it's because I don't do things right. No, sometimes when things do not work out for you, it simply means that there are better opportunities ahead of you. That is not that's not the right opportunity for you. That's not the right time for you to do that particular thing. That is what I've come to realize, that when things do not work out at a particular point in time, I shouldn't complain, I shouldn't cry. It is because that those opportunities that I'm trying to get at that time are not the right opportunities for me. Hello, Jasmine. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Jasmine. Where are you watching from? How are you today, and where are you watching from, Jasmine? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Yafet. Hello, Yafet. How are you, and where are you watching from, Habibi? Hello, Yafet. How are you, and where are you watching from? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I am broadcasting live from London, England. It's afternoon. It's 12:48 in the afternoon in England. Let us know where you're watching from. And if today's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. And on today's episode, we are talking on how to deal with failure. How do you deal with failure? How do you deal with mistakes? Remember that failing at something does not make you a failure. And when we fail at things like tasks, when we get things wrong, what we have to do is we have to sit back and go through what we did, find out what did not work at that particular point in time, and how we can get better. Hello, Jasmine. Yeah, and how we can get better. So that is how you deal with failure or failing at something. Sometimes when the universe says no, when your stars says no to something and you push and things just don't work, I think sometimes we have to leave it. We have to leave it and do something else. But what we do is we keep trying. I'm not saying you shouldn't try. What we should do is try for some time, give it a go, and after some time, when it doesn't work, or if it doesn't work, what you should do is leave it and do something else. It's just the universe saying, no, there are better opportunities for you. Look elsewhere, But what we do is we just keep on. We keep on. I'm not saying you shouldn't try. If you fail at something, or if you don't get anything right, or if you make a mistake, try a few times. But when it doesn't work after you've tried for some time, please leave it. This simply means that there are better opportunities for you elsewhere. You might not be knocking at the right door. Sometimes you knock at the same door for so long, you're doing the same thing over and over, and it doesn't work, and you're thinking, oh no, I'm a failure. You are not a failure. I'll repeat this line so many times. Getting something wrong or failing at something does not make you a failure. Failing your driving test does not make you a failure. Failing your exams does not make you a failure. Failing your maths test does not make you a failure. You know, you are not a failure. You failed at that thing. You know, it might be if it was an exam, maybe you did not prepare well. You just have to go back and see what you did not do right and how you could get better. You know, let me give you my personal example. When I was growing up as a child, I did not like maths. Maths wasn't my forte. You know, I didn't like maths at all. At all. You know, I failed so much in maths that maths was my, like, you know, seeing a maths paper was like a nightmare to me, you know. But after some time, after my dad noticed that I did not like maths at all, I hide my maths book. Like, seriously, I'd hide my maths book in class. You know, I'll sit right behind the class. I didn't even want to try. I did not want to try maths because I failed it so many times that I did not want to try it. I was like, no, I'm not trying this thing. It gives me headache. I'm always getting it wrong. Sometimes it's 5 on 30, 2 on 30. I didn't want to try, you know. But when my dad realized that, I was so scared. I was so scared of doing it because I was scared of failing. I didn't want to try. The worst thing you can do to yourself is not trying. It's better to try and fail. It's better to try and fail than just not to try. Try. You will get it wrong. It's okay. Try. You will fail. It's okay, but please try. You know, but I did not want to try. I kept hiding my maths book all the time from my teacher. I used to hide my maths book from my teacher, from my dad, from everyone, because, you know, I was not good at maths. Maths was not my forte. In primary school, I was like, no, I'm not doing maths, you know. But my dad realized that really fast, and then he got me to do maths in the morning before school. You know, the first few weeks, it was so bad. You know, I used to score like 5 on 20 in the morning before school. Sometimes I would even get 2 on 20. But after some time, after trying for some time, I started doing well in maths. After some time, you know, every day, he used to give me maths question to do, questions like 10 in the morning, 10 after school. I kept doing maths for some time, and after some time I got it right. You know, I started getting it right, you know, and then he would give me little sweets here and there. Every time I got like 5 on 10, I remember when I had 5 on 10 or 5 over 10, he gave me a bar of chocolate. Come on, a bar of chocolate. You know, I was like, I'm doing maths, you know. So sometimes when you get things right, please make sure you reward yourself. You know, when you get, because after the bar of chocolate, I was like, no, I'm doing this thing every morning. So after some time, I started enjoying it. I hated maths. I hated maths so badly. But after some time, after failing so many times and trying so many times, thanks to my dad, I started doing well. Not very well, but you know what? I started getting some of the maths questions right. I started just doing it, and after some time, I became good. You know, I became good at it because I tried so many times. You know, and thanks to my dad for that. So please always remember that you failing at something does not make you a failure. What you can do is you can keep trying, and eventually you will get it right. The worst thing for you to do is to give up. Don't give up, and don't think of not trying. Please do try. Keep trying, keep going. And when it comes to work, for example, I remember my friend, this is another story. I remember my friend, when she graduated, she started looking for a job. She looked for so long. Everyone, all of us, when we graduated, we're all looking for jobs. We got jobs, but she didn't. She kept looking, and she was like, no, I'm not going to carry on looking for a job. I'm just fed up of it. She got depressed. She was like, it's just too much. I've been trying so hard. And after some time, she decided to start her own small company. After some time, she started her own small company. She was like, okay, let me just try something. Let me just try doing my own thing. She started doing her own thing. Long story short, now she's the CEO of her own company. She's doing well. She's employed people. So sometimes you might be trying something and it's not working, and you might think, oh, it's not working because you're not doing something right. But sometimes it might be because you're planting on the wrong soil, or there are better opportunities for you out there, Hello at Wider. Hello, how are you? Good morning. Oh, thank you very much. At Widers, thank you very much, all the way from India, to deliver you tons of love. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Good morning and happy new week. Happy Monday. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Oh, good. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. And on today's episode, we are talking on how to deal with failure and why failure shouldn't stop you. Failing at something does not make you a failure. And on this channel, we talk about relationships, and we talk about different issues. I love fashion, so I've got lots of videos on fashion. I live for fashion. I love fashion. But on this video, especially on our podcast, we talk about different things. We talk about public speaking. We talk about real life issues, or in other words, reality of life, or realities of life. And on today's episode, we are talking on how to deal with failure. Have you ever failed at something? Remember one thing: failing at something never makes you a failure. Never give up because you failed at something, and never ever ever look at yourself as failure. You are not a failure. Failing at something never makes you a failure. Keep trying, keep going. You might be planting on the wrong soil. Sometimes we plant on the wrong soil. Sometimes you might be doing what you're not supposed to be doing at that particular point in time. So please remember this. Hello, son of Soweto. Hi, Celia. Mon ami, it's not my birthday. I will miss the show today. Oh, it is not my birthday. I will miss the shade today on my way to kids' school. Okay, hello, son of Soweto. How are you today? It's not your birthday, but happy birthday. If today's your birthday, happy birthday to you, wherever you're watching from. And happy birthday to you. Make sure you have a fabulous day. I wish you all the best always. I wish you all the best on your special day, and always, if today is your birthday, we do love birthdays on this show because it's so special. Birthdays are so special. We all love celebrating our birthdays, and we love to have a good time and to party. So we always talk about birthdays on this show. And if today is your birthday, are you having a party? If you are anywhere around the UK, let me know. I will come. Send my invite and I will come. That was just a joke. It wasn't. Send my invite. I will come. Son of Soweto says, I'm the king of failures. And I'm the queen of failures. Yeah, we have failed, haven't we? We have failed so many times. It's okay to fail. It's okay to have failed. Son of Soweto, I used to be so scared of maths. Maths. like arithmetic, maths. I used to be so scared of maths, so much so that, oh my goodness, I used to hide behind the class. I used to hide my math book. I used to hide my books because I always had all the questions, almost everything. Sometimes I would have zero. I'll have like zero on 20. Like seriously, that's how bad I was in maths, you know. So please, if you think those are just we are talking about little things, but you know what, we have, you know, Son of Soweto says, I'm the king of failures. I failed enough time in my life to know that it is part of life. Yay! That is the spirit, isn't it, Son of Soweto? Failure is part of life. If you're not failing, it means you're not trying. Seriously, anyone who is not failing is not trying anything. Fail. It's good to fail. I love it when I fail because I know I'm trying something. I know at least I'm doing something. So I fail so many times because I try and I fail, and I'm like, at least I'm doing something, you know. I'm not just there. I'm not sitting on my butt. I'm trying. I just keep trying. I try, it doesn't work. I fail, I fall, I get up, and sometimes I sit down for a little bit and I'm go, oh, should I just, and then I just go, no, I'm not sitting down any longer. I'm going to keep trying. So please keep going. Please like and subscribe to the channel. On today's episode, we are talking about failure. You failing at anything does not make you a failure. Failure is part of life. You know, if you fail at something, it's okay. You're not a failure. Keep on going. Keep on believing. Just keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on believing. One day you will get it right. Fail, fall, get up. Keep on going. Fail, fall, get up. Dust yourself. You know, don't think about what will people say if I try and fail. Try. It's your life. Remember, it's your life at the end of the day. It's your life. It's better to try and fail than never to try. Fail, fall, get up, go. Fail, fall, get up, go. Try again. You know, sometimes you have to speak to one person. You have to have that one friend or that one very close person that you can go, oh my goodness, I tried again and I failed. Oh, sometimes I've tried again and it didn't work. And it should be you should discuss your mistakes and failures with positive people. Please do not discuss it with negative people. They'll go, oh, I told you. Have you ever failed? Let's laugh about this. Sometimes we have to laugh, you know. Have you ever failed at something and you tell a negative person? Have you? I have. My friend will go, I have a friend like that. She would go, I told you, Celia, that you were not good at it. You still wanted to do it. I told you were not good at it. You know, but I would be like, yeah, but at least I tried. She would go, but it was waste of time. I said, but I learned something. She would go, it's still waste of time. You have people like that. Please avoid people like that. Avoid people. Hello, Son of Soweto says, it is not my birthday. Yes, okay, because I know you talk about birthday. All right, then. Let us know your birthday, Son of Soweto, so we can celebrate, okay? Let us know your birthday so we can celebrate, okay? Let us know. Do you have... I don't know, Tom. I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're talking about. Okay, have a fabulous day. Son of Soweto is going to his kids' school. You're going to your child's school. Okay, have a fabulous day. Enjoy yourself. If today's your birthday again, happy birthday. Today we are here to talk about how to deal with failure. Failing at something, I repeat, does not make you a failure. You know, you have to keep going because the best of you is yet to come. So keep on going, keep on moving. Falling or failing at something does not make you a failure, you know. It doesn't, you know. When you try something, when you try it and it doesn't work, try again. When you try something and it doesn't work, keep trying. Just like my friend I told you about, she tried to get a job in HR, it did not work. She tried to get a job, an admin job, it didn't work. She tried. She was the only one who tried looking for a job. For 2 years, she really tried. She tried several companies. She had a good degree. She tried different places. It was so difficult for her. She even tried teaching. It didn't work for her. She tried so many things. I think she wrote the teaching exam. She was not successful. So a lot happened. And then she decided to start her own company. And today she's doing very well. She's got employees. She's the CEO and all that. So sometimes you might be doing things and you're thinking they're not working because you're not good enough. No. Sometimes it's when the universe says no, it's because the universe thinks you can do better. Sometimes your stars, the universe thinks, you know what, you can do better. You don't need to go look for a job. Those ones can work under somebody. But you, I think you are a CEO, so you should open a company, start it. You're going to start your company small, but you will grow. So if you're doing something and it's not working, look very well. You know, you might be a CEO. You might be a boss inside without you knowing. My friend is now a CEO. Everyone else is working, but she is a CEO. She's doing her own thing. She owns her own company. She's got employees. She's doing well. You know, she even employed some of our friends that are working for her. So please remember this. You know, so sometimes when you try and things do not work, remember that you might be a CEO, you might be your own boss, you might have to do something for yourself instead of working for an organization. Remember that, you know. And remember that when a piece of land is not suitable for planting, let's say when you buy a piece of land, you know, and the piece of land is, and you start planting, let's say you start planting beans on that piece of land, and it doesn't do well, what do you do? Do you keep planting? Let's say you've planted beans for 5 years and it's not working. What do? You have to try something else. You know, it's your piece of land. You've bought it and you've planted beans for 5 years. It's not working. No crops, nothing to show for. What do? You have to try planting something else. You already have the land. So if you try beans on the land and it's not working, you have to try rice. You try rice and it's not working, you have to try corn. You try corn on that piece of land, it's not working, you have to try veg. You have to keep trying. One day something would grow on that land and you're going to harvest big time. You're going to have a big harvest. But all we have to do is we have to keep on trying. So if you plant corn on your piece of land and it doesn't grow and the harvest is not good, please try something else. All I'm saying is, if you do something and it's not working, try something else. Try something else. You know, failing at something does not make you a failure. You know, if corn doesn't grow, you have to try veg. You know, so that goes to tell us that you just have to keep trying. Keep trying, keep going, keep trying, keep going. You know, you are not a failure. Just keep on going. Try different things, do different things, and one day you will succeed, you know. So you're not failure, you're not part of failure. You know, learn from your mistakes. When you make mistakes, please learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. You are not your mistakes. You make the mistakes. We all make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes and you move on in life, you know. Be optimistic. Be optimistic. You have to be optimistic. You have to be positive. It's very important to have a positive mindset, you know. You have a positive mindset, you know. Tomorrow, you make a mistake today, remember tomorrow is a brand new day. You have to start again. You have to press the restart button. It's your life, so you have to make the changes. No one will make those changes for you. You have to make those changes. When you fail today at doing something, remember, or when you knock at a particular door and it doesn't open, it simply means that door might not be for you. There are better doors out there. Go ahead and knock other doors. Go. Leave that door. It's not been opened for you for a reason. So try knocking at other doors. Don't stay there for 2-3 years trying the same thing and it's not working. Move on from it and try something else. It's very important that you try something else. Remember that everything happens for your own good. Yes, everything happens for your own good. So always remember that. Hello. How are you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Happy New Week and happy Monday. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. If today's your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I am broadcasting live from London, England. And if today's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Let us know in the comment section, and we're going to wish you a happy birthday, And yeah, it's your first time seeing me. I'm Cecilia, and on today's episode, we are talking on how to deal with failure. How do you deal with failure? Have you ever failed at something before? How did you cope? What did you do? Did you carry on? What did you learn? Did you use the lessons to better yourself? What did you do? Let us know on the comment section. So that is our topic for today: how to deal with failure. How did you deal with that mistake that you made? Have you ever made a mistake and gone, no, that is it, I'm not doing that again? Have you? If you have, let us know on the comment section below. But that is our topic for today. How do you deal? Because you have to accept. First things first. If you make a mistake, you have to accept. Yes, I made a mistake. You have to. Acknowledging that you made a mistake is the first step. You have to acknowledge that, what? Oh, I got it wrong. I made a mistake. I didn't get that right because I made a mistake. What did I do wrong? How can I get better? So we get better by learning from our mistakes, correcting them, and moving forward. But if you go, no, I didn't make a mistake, then if you don't even know that you made a mistake, then how do you learn? How do you grow? So we start by acknowledging, and knowing. You have to know that, that's wrong. I made a mistake. That was not correct. Or that wasn't right. That was a mistake. Or I failed at something. I failed. Remember, failing at something does not make you a failure. So you have to carry on going. I made a mistake, and whenever you make a mistake, please forgive yourself. If it's a mistake, forgive yourself. Even when you fail at something, don't keep talking about it. Don't keep, do not be negative. Don't keep saying, oh, you use certain words on yourself and go, oh, I didn't get that because I'm not good at that, because no. You've made the mistake. Now you have to learn from it and move forward. So you have made the mistake. Please, you should not make yourself a victim. You've made the mistake. Don't make yourself a victim. The worst thing you can do is make yourself a victim. You've made a mistake. It's okay. We all make mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, it means you're not doing anything. If you're not making mistakes in life on a daily basis, it means you are not doing anything. It's better to make the mistakes, learn and grow. You should make mistakes. You should be proud of making mistakes. You should be proud of making mistakes. It means you're doing something. If you are making mistakes in life, please be proud of yourself. It means you are doing something. Be a master of change. Don't think you are a victim. Make mistakes, change, grow, and keep on going. One day you're going to get things right. What? You can't hear me? I don't know what you're saying. Let me see if you can hear me. Let me put the let me go to this side and see. Celine, I sold it. I sold it, Selena. I sold it. So that is the thing. So if you make mistakes, please learn from your mistakes and keep on going. Learn from your mistakes. We all learn. Please, if this is your first time joining us, please just do make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this if today is your first time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? How are you today? Good morning. On today's episode, we're talking on how to deal with failure. How do you deal with failure? How do you deal with mistakes? When you make mistakes, how do you deal with them? You know, you are not a victim. Don't make yourself a victim. Don't be a victim. Do not be a victim. Don't see yourself as failure. Yes, failing at something does not make you a failure. You have to stay positive. You know, you have to stay positive. Stay positive and keep on going. Stay positive and keep on going. One day you're going to get things right. You know, not trying things because you're scared of failure is the worst thing you can do. Yes, this is the worst thing you can do to yourself. Not trying because you're scared of failure is the worst thing you can do to yourself. You have to keep trying. You have to keep going. You have to keep failing. You have to keep falling. The one thing you must never do is stop moving. Keep failing, keep falling. You know, failure is part of life. So don't be afraid to fail. Take the first step. It's always the most difficult step. The most difficult step to take is always the first step. Take the step. You will fail. You will fail again. You will fall again. It's okay. It's part of life. That is how life is. You have to fail. You have to fall. Remember, if you're not failing, you're not falling, you are not trying. You know, you will learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from your mistakes. You know, when you do things, when you fail and fall and you don't learn from your mistakes, you have to keep, because there are certain lessons you have to learn in life. If you fail and you don't learn, you would have to go back. It's like failing in primary 2. If you fail in primary 2 and you don't get the lessons right, you would have to stay there. You know, even if you move to the next level, if you did not learn from the mistakes you made yesterday, even if you move to the next level in life, one day you will have to learn that mistake you did not learn yesterday. You would have to go back and learn it. So please, when you make mistakes, make sure you sit down and ask yourself. You have to do self-appraisal. What did I do wrong? What did I do right? How can I get better? You have to ask yourself this question all the time. You know, because if you do not ask yourself this question, you might stay in one place doing the same thing over and over because you don't ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question, you know. Failure is part of life. Trying is a must. You must try. Not trying is not trying already, not trying anything, you've already failed by default if you don't try. So please make sure you try. Keep trying. You will fail, you will fall. Keep on trying, keep on going. Eventually you will get it right. You will make mistakes, you will make improvements, because you will learn from your mistakes. You are going to make improvements in life because you try things and you make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes, you keep trying, you keep on going. That is how we learn in life. Because if you don't try, if you don't fail, then you're not trying anything. Please do not stop trying because you're scared of failure. Do not be scared of trying because you're scared of what people will say. The one thing that has killed so many dreams out there is, what will people say? That is one phrase that has killed so many dreams out there. What will people think? What will people say? Whatever you do, people will talk. Do whatever you want, people will talk. If you think you want to be the best, people will still talk. If you want to be, whatever you do, people will talk. So make sure you're doing the things that make your heart happy, the things that make you happy. Make sure you're going for your dreams, you're doing things, because whatever you do, people will talk. And that phrase, what will people think? What will people say, have killed so many dreams out there. Once you start thinking, oh my God, what will people say? What will people think? That is the worst thing you can do to yourself. Because then you cannot do anything, because you're just thinking of people. What about you? You have to think about you. Not what will people say. What will people say? How will people see you? It's your life. If you like doing something, go ahead and do it. And if you fail, it's okay. People will always talk. You remember the story of the man with the donkey. He had a donkey, he had a horse, and he had a donkey, he had his luggage to carry. When he walked through the first village with his luggage on his hand, and he was walking, he had his donkey and he has his luggage on the side, and people were like, why are you holding your luggage when you have a donkey by your side? He put his load on the donkey, and when he walked through the next village, everyone in the next village said, oh, wicked man, how can you put your this heavy load on this donkey? And then he carried the load again on his head. And when he walked through the third village, everyone in the third village was like, oh, you have a donkey and you're carrying your load and you're walking. And then he put his load on the donkey, and then he climbed on the back of the donkey. And when he walks through the next village, everyone on the next village was like, wicked man, how can you sit on your donkey and you have your load on your donkey? So when he walked through all these villages, every village had something to say about him. So whatever you do, people will always talk. Whatever you do. So when you think about this, you will know that the most important person in your life actually is you. You are the most important person in your life. So try. It's better to try and fail. Do not think about what people will say, because people will always talk, whether you like it or not. It's part of life. You're alive. You're here, you're alive, you're living. So people will always talk about you. And you should be happy that people are talking about you, because you're here, you're alive, you're doing something. If you're not doing anything, people will not talk. If you don't want people to talk about you, don't do anything. Do not do anything. Just sit, don't do anything. No one will talk. But if you want to be true to yourself, you have to do the things that matter to you. You have to do the things you like in life. You have to go for your dreams. You have to go for the things you like in life. You have to just keep on going and keep on going after the things that matter to you. So please remember again that failure is part of life, and you failing at something does not make you a failure. You will fail at things, but that does not make you failure. You are not, And just remember that when you're doing things, people will talk. People will always talk. Whether you're wrong, right, you're not doing anything, you're doing something, people will talk. So it's part of life, for people to talk. So don't let that phrase, "what will people say," not stop you from going or doing the things that you like to do in life, please. So just keep on going, keep on believing in yourself, and be positive. Don't have the victim mindset. Do not have that victim mindset. Be positive and keep on going. Keep on going. And whenever you're scared of trying anything, remember a time when you tried something and you tried something for some time, especially driving. A lot of people try to get their driving license a few times. Remember, it took you a few times, but what happened? In the end, what happened? You got your license. So and it's always good to try new things. Try new things. You will fail, you fall, you keep on going. You fail, you fall, you will keep on going, and just celebrate every milestone. You mustn't travel, or you mustn't do anything big. Just a bar of chocolate is enough. Whenever you succeed, or you get something right, just celebrate yourself. It could be something small, a glass of wine is something small, just to go, what, I did it. I failed at this thing. I had it wrong so many times, but you know what? I got it right in the end. So please make sure. It's going to hurt sometimes. It's going to be painful when you lose or when you make mistakes. It's going to hurt sometimes, but it's going to require tenacity, dedication sometimes to do certain things. But you have to carry on going. Carry on going. And remember, failing at something does not make you a failure. Failure is part of life, so don't be afraid to fail. Take the first step. Is the most difficult step to take. Most difficult step is the first step. Take that first step, which is the most difficult. Keep on going. You will learn from your mistakes. You will grow from your mistakes. You will fail. You will get up and you will dust yourself. You will try again. You will fail. Is it okay? Yes, it is okay. It's part of life. It is okay. You will learn from your mistakes. You will make improvements, because come on, we have to learn. When you fall 3 times, you have to get up and go, why did I fall? What happened? What made me fall? Where did I trip? Why did I trip at that particular spot? This is the 3rd time I'm tripping over there. Why? What is stopping me from moving from there to the next level? You have to ask yourself all these questions. Ask yourself these questions and keep on trying, keep on going. At the first point, you might think, maybe I should give up, especially when you've tried something so many times. You might go, maybe I should give up now. Maybe it's not just for me. Maybe I should give up. Remember all the time you've put in already. Always remember all the time you've put in already. Try again, and finally, you know what? You will get it right. You will get it right. So, that is it. Remember, failure is part of life. Let's conclude. How are you? How are you if you're joining today? How are you today? If this is your first time on this channel, I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I'm broadcasting live from London, England. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. On today's episode, we are talking about how to deal with failure. The first things first. Remember, failure is not failure is part of life, and you failing at something does not make you a failure. And when you don't get something right first time, remember, you have to try. Keep trying, keep going for your dreams. Just keep on going. Stay positive. Remember, everything happens for a reason. So keep going. Welcome obstacles. Things will happen. You will get things wrong. You will not get things right. at certain points, but it's okay. That is life. So failure is part of life, but you have to stay positive. You know, don't be a victim. Don't have that victim mindset, because that mindset will not take you anywhere. Stay positive, don't complain, learn from your mistake, acknowledge that, oh, I've made mistakes, learn from them, and you keep on going. Keep on going. I think that is about it for today. That is about it for today. We will be here again tomorrow at 12:30 in the afternoon. On this channel, we talk about relationships. We talk about life, the realities of life. Like today's topic, I just thought, oh, since England lost yesterday, let me talk about failure. Failure is part of life, and failing at something does not make you a failure. You know, so I think that is about it for today's topic. On this channel, I love fashion, so I've got lots of videos on fashion, different fashion hacks, different outfits. Do go and check. I've got a lot of videos on relationships as well. Sometimes we talk about different things. We talk on, especially on our podcast, like on between 12:30 in the afternoon and 1:30 London time. We talk about public speaking, relationships, you know, we talk about different things. So do check on my channel. I've got plenty of videos, and I'd like to thank you very much for sharing your time with me today. All the best always. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Take care. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And then now I'm going to talk about my book. This is it, 7 Lessons from My Father. It's on Amazon for £9.99. £9.99 for this hard copy. And the Kindle copy is still 0.99p for the Kindle copy. Go get yourself a copy of this book. Chapter 1 talks about love and identity, which is very important. And chapter 2, you are your own rescue. Remember that no one is rescuing you. That is chapter 2. Chapter 3 talks about failure, which is part of life. Failing at something does not make you a failure. That's chapter 3. Chapter 4 talks about, you know, you have to listen to other people as well. Listen as well. Listen and learn. And chapter 5 talks about building self-confidence. Chapter 6 talks about taking action. We have to take action. We have to plan, but then if you don't take action, nothing is going to work. You know, we have to get things done. And chapter 7 talks about learning, as in educating yourself, you know, from books, people, reading, you know, attending events and all that. I think that is it. So this book is on Amazon. It's $9.99. Go get it. Go support a sister. $9.99 for the hard copy and 0.99p for the Kindle copy. Copy, yeah, on Amazon. It's on Amazon. I think that's about it for today. Have a fabulous day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourself. All the best always. And if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Yes, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Take care. All the best always. And until tomorrow, 12:30 in the afternoon, I'm your girl Cecilia Mbullah, also known as Lady C. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Bye. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. See you tomorrow. Go check my videos. Thank you. Bye.